Hello, my name is Thierry from Zenbi. This is my personal product about Japanese hospitality. With this video, I intend to educate you, the viewer, more about Japanese hospitality, the importance, and how different it is from other countries. Before we get into it, we need to know what hospitality is. Hospitality isn't exactly service where physical labor is involved, or it's just someone just giving you some general information. Rather, hospitality is the way a host will generously treat their guests. It is the bond between them two. It is the warm and friendly attitude toward the customer. It could mean saying goodbye to a guest, greeting them, helping them when you notice that they are having trouble finding what they want, and always making sure that they are comfortable. In Japan, the customer satisfaction is the number one priority. This brings us to the word omotenashi, which means hospitality. However, there is a deeper meaning to this word. To find that out, we must deconstruct the word and find its roots. The first is motenasu, meaning to invite, to welcome, and to entertain. And the next is omoteura, meaning front and back, or you can also make it two sides. So essentially, this means to provide hospitality directly from the heart without having two sides to it. So essentially, omotenashi means wholehearted hospitality. So what are some examples of omotenashi? Well, if you've ever been in Japan, you've probably heard this phrase, irashaimase, meaning welcome to our shop. In this case, these casino workers are greeting each and every single individual guest with a small bow and the phrase irashaimase. They make sure that the guests have all the information they need and are safely going inside of the casino. If they ever need any assistance, the workers will not hesitate to help them. However, to understand the true meaning of omotenashi, we need to go straight to the core. This is Mayumi Oda. She is seen here bowing to all of her guests that are entering her ryokan in the Ishikawa prefecture. Here, she gathers all of her staff to make sure that they provide the best service they can possibly provide to each individual guest of the ryokan. She greets each and every individual guest of the ryokan whenever she has time. As she enters the room, completely on her knees, she says, "Welcome to our ryokan. We hope you enjoy your stay." As she bows all the way down, a very long bow and touching her forehead on the mat. A few more smiles and a few more thank yous as she leaves the room. Here, she is seen personally pouring a drink for a guest. She uses two hands to pour the bottle into the glass. And right after, she presents a big bow toward the guest. While maintaining a polite posture, she moves only on her knees. This is done to avoid looking down on the customer, as that is impolite. Struggling to bend down, she sorts out the sandals of the guests, perfectly aligned. Through her years of experience, she has figured out that the easiest way for the guests to slip on the sandals is if they are exactly 5 centimeters away from the edge. This shows that no matter how small the deed, there is always a better way to serve the guest. This demonstrates the true spirit of omotenashi. So where does this come from? Well, it roots back to the traditional Japanese tea ceremony. The idea is that the host will give the guest a once-in-a-lifetime experience. In a room where there is just flowers, a scroll, and the tea. They will arrange the flowers and the scroll in a specific way so that it matches the personality and traits of the guest. The tea will be prepared directly in front of the guest, and this is to show honesty. By the host preparing the tea directly in front of the guest or in public, they show that they are hiding absolutely nothing. The service they are providing is coming directly from the heart. Another interesting interpretation of omotenashi is the popular phrase "Okakusama wa kamisama desu," directly translating to "the customer is God." This phrase was popularized by a narrative singer. His name was Haruo Minami. In an interview done by Sanbiki, a Japanese commuting trio, he said, "When singing, I don't think I can show a perfect performance unless I have a clear and clear heart, as if I were praying in front of God. That's why we see our customers as gods and sing songs. In addition, it is an absolute requirement for the performers to please the customers. Therefore, the customer is an absolute person. The customer is God. So, what are the advantages of this? Well, overall, it promotes a better working environment, more business, more cash flow, and more returning customers that are willing to bring your business all the way to the top. If something goes wrong, the customers, because they see such nice hospitality and such good service, they are less willing to complain as much as if they didn't see good service. So, what are the disadvantages? First of all, we're not exactly talking about hotels and ryokans and onsens and spas, because those businesses usually stretch out from generation to generation. The service and hospitality that they provide is usually genuine and coming directly from the heart. However, in places like Tokyo, places like convenience store, even there, omotenashi is integrated into their work. This makes it very, very hard for basic human interaction, that is, social interaction. It makes it very, very difficult for a customer to initiate a basic normal conversation with a worker. In places like Tokyo, where everyone is indifferent, this is very, very common, and you see most people walking with their heads down, completely oblivious to one another. In a country where the people are very well kept and punctual, a society where manners, politeness, and respect are put before everything, it is truly amazing to see how Japan has risen up to be one of the best countries in the world. As a foreigner who has lived in Japan for 4 years, I have experienced lots of forms of omotenashi, from convenience stores to hotels to snow resorts. Surely, if you visit Japan, you will experience outstanding service and, of course, the spirit of omotenashi. My name is Thierry from 10B, and this is my PP product. Thank you for watching my video, and have a nice day.